My fellow Americans, today I've been asked to join the roster of the CWA. Well, there's some things I have to get off my chest before I can join the CWA.
Why don't you get your arm out of my way first?
Of course, joined here by this pathetic looking excuse for a human being, bullets.
Yeah, let me put the mirror down.
Anyway, he has asked me to join the CWA, and I know that Mr. Fisher, or whatever he goes by these days, has asked me to join for a long time. I stayed away for one reason and one reason only. Drama. What does the president know about drama, Bullets?
That you're queen of it.
Besides that.
No, raging queen of it?
No. Changing the subject now.
That's something you gotta...
Yeah, this is how it's going to be, the whole thing. You talk about champions, that this one's not champion, that one's not champion. When you wrestle 300 days out of the year in 3 different cities like the president did throughout his career, you don't have... Do you just snicker at me?
Slightly.
Why?
300 days out of the year. How many days are in a year?
320. I mean, 325.
Close.
It's one of them, right?
No.
By a vowel?
No.
A hint?
Yes.
What?
You.
Me what?
You're wrong. That's the hint.
Well, it's whatever how many days out of the year. Anyway, so people say they want to be this champion, they want to be that champion. But the bottom line is this, as another wrestler would have said, there's only one champion that matters. This champion. Unlike the rest of you, the president was a real legitimate heavyweight champion of the world. He traveled the world through his blood, sweat, and tears to become champion.
On the backs of many, many immigrants.
This title is the only title in the wrestling world that matters to me. I don't care what kind of imitation titles you have. I don't care what kind of titles that you want to throw at me. I don't want them. This one right here is what makes you number one. The president knows about being number one because the president's been number one a long time. Ain't that right, Bullets?
That's right. And how many times have you taken it in number 2?
You're an ass.
That's what we're discussing.
Dick.
That's what you took.
Blow me.
No. I'm not your secretary.
Or medium Phil. But that's another story. Anyway, so you want to come at the president, you want a shot at the president's championship, the president will take on all comers. Shut your mouth. The president has no problem. But the one thing the president will never do is lie down. Shut up. The president will never, ever take the...
You just let it keep on rolling there, Shirley.
The president doesn't... Well, hell, I can't say anything without it sounding dirty now.
No, it doesn't sound dirty. It just sounds kind of queer.
Yeah?
But you're okay with that, right?
But your mama didn't say that, ha!
That's because she never slept with you.
Well, maybe it was your dad. It was dark.
That I believe.
You know what? I'll tell you what. When the president makes his CWA debut, even though that's pretty comical to say I'm making a debut anywhere, I've debuted years ago. I want you.
You are still talking about wrestling, right?
I thought I was.
Okay, because I still say you have some quaint homosexual attraction to me, and you just... You know, it's okay. I get it. I just hate the clingy type.
I'm not clingy.
Look at you.
What?
You're like a big rubber teddy bear.
Why? You always do this every time. It's not... Oh.
I didn't marry you. What are you complaining about?
I hate you.
It's okay.
I really don't like you.
I know.
No, you really suck.
That's what you're hoping for.
See? Everything with you is a joke.
Well, look who I'm looking at.
I am It is not a joke. The president is not a joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The president.
The president who?
Exactly. And welcome to the shooting gallery, ladies and gentlemen.
I ain't even trying to hear you no more.
No, but you're still gonna.
No, I'm done. I don't want to hear you.
Oh, you're done? You finish this soon?
No.
No, you're not done.
I'm the president. The president finishes when he wants to.
And just because it's 30 minutes before anybody else can get off doesn't seem to bother you.
Anyway, as I was saying, before I so rudely interrupted and besmirched, as William Regal would say.
Spell that.
William Regal.
No, besmirched.
B-E smirched. I don't know. What do you want from me?
An intelligent conversation?
Look, I run a country.
What country?
This country.
This country where?
This one right here.
Here is not a country.
I am the president of the United States of something. I don't know.
That's what I thought.
They haven't told me. I just give out orders. That's all I do.
I'm just waiting for the rabbit ears.
What rabbit ears?
Oh, I'm sorry, bunny ears.
Bunny ears?
Yeah, the chubby ones.
All right, we're not doing. Oh, we're not starting this chubby bunny shit.
You just did.
We're not doing it.
Not doing what?
Chubby bunny.
Exactly.
Shut up!
And the hits just keep on coming. Yes, I'm here, unfortunately, interviewing the returning President Phil W. Jr.
Real American legend. How about you throw that in there?
Because it hasn't happened yet. And unless pie eating contests become Olympic events, you're not going to be legendary in anything, pal.
You want to go right now? You want me to come out of retirement early?
I didn't even know you went in.
I've been in retirement for a long time.
Yes, since you started your career.
You're an ass. Again, you are an ass.
You keep talking about my ass and asking me to suck things.
I'm not.
This is not going the way you had planned.
Where's the respect that used to happen?
From me?
Actually, that was...
I rest my case.
Yeah. That was... Wow. That makes
I
me
know I
realize
was
something.
wow. And
You know if the Don Tony, the real Don Tony, was here?
he'd be laughing his ass off.
Yeah, he probably would.
And you'd try to be selling energy drinks.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who's the longest reigning United States champion in history?
Which history?
This history now, moron.
No, which company?
The original CWA.
Well, let's see. Longest running. You go out of breath after 2 minutes, so...
See, you can't even do anything seriously.
No. I'm putting some... just hang on a second. This is a difficult question. I mean, in terms of title reigns, in terms of popularity, in terms of actually putting on good matches, well, only 2.
Only 2 what?
2 champions.
Who?
El Toro Loco.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Well, he's not here to defend himself. You had him deported again.
I know I had him deported, and for a good reason.
Why? What did he do this time?
He didn't wash my socks properly.
You're not wearing any socks.
Doesn't matter.
Are you homeless?
At the time, no, I'm not homeless. I happen to be well off, thank you.
Well off to where?
Well off with money. The president made a lot of money in his career. And
You
unlike
got
the
paid?
Yeah,
When?
a lot.
When?
You just didn't know about it. I didn't want you to feel left out.
Are you lying?
No.
Are you angry?
Sometimes.
Are you turning red right now because you're lying?
Why do you always have to ask a question after I try to answer a question?
Because it's an interview. I ask, you answer, I ask another one.
The only interviews are interviews that I give because I am the President Phil W. Jr., you know, State of Union
You are
addresses,
giving an interview.
You know, Oval Office. It kind
Yeah, the Oval Orifice.
We're not, as soon as that bastard retired, it went back.
You
It's
mean it
Oval
shrunk down to
Office.
its normal
No.
size?
Shut up. We're not going there with the sock.
It's okay, I'll use a condom.
No. What?
It's
You know,
just more sanitary.
I still hate you. I've always hated you.
I know.
You know, But let's get a little serious here for at least a second if you can manage that, okay?
All right.
Okay. Now, isn't it true for the people that don't know that you and I had the greatest reversal match in history?
Yes.
Okay? Is it not true that you and I had one of the greatest rivalries, long-standing rivalries of all time?
Absolutely.
And we had some amazing matches in the day.
And it's also true that out of all of the original wrestlers, we have wrestled more matches than anyone else.
That is very true. That is very true. It was also you that turned my Mexican vice president, Latin American, okay, against me.
I did not.
You did too.
How?
You did.
How?
I don't know. You talked over some Taco Bell burrito thing with me. I don't know. But you did. I know it was you. So I have an issue with you.
That's the only thing I've ever done that gave you an issue?
He was the best slave, the best vice president I ever had in my life.
That's because no one else wants the job.
Everybody would want to work with me.
What about this guy?
I don't know him.
But I'm sure you either. It's amazing.
I do have something sad to say, though. I've been gone a long time, so unfortunately I have to give a shout out here to my beloved wife, Barbara.
Who no one has ever seen, heard of, or met.
Well, she sadly passed away over the last year.
Did she die of boredom too?
Always got to be messing with Barbara.
Somebody has to. You were no good at it.
I had duties. What? What?
Say it again and tell me you won't laugh.
I had to. Shut up! Ever tell you I hate you?
Yeah, I'm going to hear it a lot more before this interview is done.
Yeah? Well, you know what? I'm done talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, history has just been made. We finally got him to shut up.
You know what? Why don't you shut up? Jesus.
And just like our last match, I just keep winning. Which, by the way, speaking of heavyweight titles and owning them and being number one, who was the last person to hold that title?
Well, I'm a fair man. I always try to be a fair man. I always try to give people their props and their dues. So, yes, the last person to defeat me for a heavyweight championship was this man.
And have I been defeated in any duration of time for that belt?
Technically, no.
So who is the last champion and should still be champion holding that belt?
The people.
No. The people didn't pin you.
No. Fine. Technically, the reigning champion would be him. But seeing as that company no longer exists, then that championship is not well. Then that kind of means that
You're just number two.
No.
Just plain old number swirling two.
Bottom line, championships, this is the one. You want to go for a title? This is a real championship, people. Okay? This is a real title. Not some plastic thing you made up. Okay? This is a real legitimate championship. And even though, yeah, technically it was a retired championship, if you want to get technical about it. Okay? Nobody would have known that if you didn't run your mouth.